Welcome back, guys. This fat guy still wants something.
Yeah, and I still want something too, to plow fucking Kiva. I spent a year of my 13-year-old life collecting all 100 fucking precursor orbs, and not to mention like playing all the way through Jak 2. And like at the third one, I was like, no, we're gonna change the fucking love interest and go for the fucking badass chick. I was like, no, I want the fucking hot mechanic, because something about tech girls just turns me on.
So, in other words, you're saying is you like Tally.
Yeah.
I think we all.
She's my alien waifu. I think we already discussed this.
Yeah, we did. I think he's the only one that's not. I think he's pretty Assyrian, right?
I never said that.
No,
I don't like any of the girls in Mass Effect.
Really?
My fucking wife in Mass Effect was Garrus.
What?
He would be a generous lover.
He would be. That's right. He calibrated my heart.
Oh.
Hello there, my dear boy.
You want to mention
This fucking bizarre,
Yeah, here we go.
bizarre fucking thing. All right, so if anybody's familiar with the Jak and Daxter lore,
Is that Captain Price?
it's no. This is Jack's uncle. Jak lives with this man. He takes care of him. He's essentially raised Jak, and according to the instruction manual, he has. He even gives him a fucking wonderful map to look at. I don't know if you probably still have your map in the instruction box or
I don't
not.
have the instructions.
That's terrible, man. It was a beautifully rendered map. But anyway, even has like the family seal on it too and everything. To work your way in Jak and Daxter 2, you find out that Jak, as an infant, fucking time traveled over into this area here.
So he's the uncle?
Yeah, he's the uncle, but the uncle never time traveled. And eventually, you do meet Jak's dad. So how the fuck is he his uncle?
He's not his uncle. It's his adopted uncle. The same reason, like when you have the family friend that's been in the family friend that your dad had, they always just addressed him as uncle because it was easier to explain than be like, well, see, he used to your dad and him hung out for so long, which is why it'll be the same thing with your kid. You're like, that's Uncle Dustin. That's Uncle Milo.
Here's the other fucked up part too. The Green Sage also time travels with him, and to be Jak's protector and like to help raise him.
Right.
So why the fuck would he just pass him off
Because he realized.
instead of like Jak actually living with him instead?
Well, because he realizes that his interaction with Jak is meant to be just a guiding one, not a father figure. Because what happens if he's a father figure? It might alter the timeline. Ooh.
Wait a minute.
Loctite!
Who missed the island? Are we?
Makes sense to me, yeah. Timeline preservation and shit, yeah.
It just always bothered me. Just because, like, they already had this whole bit established, like, you know, I'm your uncle,
Like-
here's the family map, we're this proud line of adventurers, and, like, it's all a fucking lie there.
But the thing is when you think about it, the Proud Line Adventures inspires Jak to be exactly that, an adventurer. So now that he's an adventurer,
Yeah, it's a fucking Terminator thing. If he hadn't gone back into the past, he wouldn't have been able to do the things to go back into the past.
I get that. But, I mean, like, I don't know. It just, like, that bit of flavor right there, it just kind of ruined for me. Remember, you gotta wait for the bombs to fucking drop in on that.
I think I can actually
No, you can't.
want to bet.
I know. But anyway. Fucking, like I said, that bit always bothered me.
I'm sure they actually explain it somewhere.
They don't.
They explained it in the last game.
No, they don't.
Yeah, where the whole series is wrapped up.
Actually, everything was pretty much wrapped up.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
No, everything was wrapped up right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
but Daxter never got back.
he never got back to being a human, but he got himself a companion. And something he always wanted since he got transformed.
A penis?
A pair of fucking pants.
Oh yeah, no, he does get there.
Something he always fucking complained about in Jak 2.
want some
Which I thought was priceless. Like, Jak, I don't want to hear you fucking complaining about fucking walking through a sewer. I'm walking through the sewer with you. I don't have pants.
Fuck you, Pelican.
That pelican just snagged a power cell. Let's go kick some
Wait, does this game have a day and night cycle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, none of the events are going to be changed for day and night, but it's just got that night cycle.
Which is very cool if you think about
It is.
Yeah, for a game this, like, when did this come out?
I know it was It wasn't one of the first PS2 games, but I think it was like about
I think
2
it
years
was,
in.
I thought it was one of the launch titles for this.
No, it was not one of the launch titles. I think it came out like a year after the PS2 launch.
Neat.
But yeah, no. Like this is my this is like one of my favorite games to fucking play. It was just my first not open world.
It's sort of linear, but not totally.
Yeah. No, you can explore like all the other areas in here too, and you know
It's
had all like
loose
the
linear.
classic, yeah, like had all those classic platforming elements, and like it's cartoony violence, and like it's animated, but it's still like not too childish.
So James, when do I get a gun in this game? I'm just curious.
Part 2.
I know. I was wondering if you'd be like, "There's Dustin."
No. Like I don't think there's really anything you do to phase me in this game.
Some people actually were kind of upset when he got a gun. They were like,
Some people were, just because they were like, no, I like this game because you the whole childlike innocence thing about it right there. It was cartoony, it wasn't too violent, it wasn't there.
Yeah, I would rather.
Which I saw the argument on that.
I would rather get shot than kicked to death.
Well, anybody would.
Or hit by a weasel, yeah.
Like I said, anybody would. Like I said, some people didn't like it just because, you know, you lost that initial feeling that made you love this game.
Childlike thing. Well,
I was totally opposite right there. I was like, wait a second, Jack's gonna talk, turn into the fucking Hulk, and shoot people with guns? I'm on fucking board. Just because, like, I'd be like, that sounds kind of fucking cool. And especially for the new setting they were putting it in Haven City. Like, we're going to, like, the big city, so we gotta get a little grittier for it. Yeah, I like that. Like, it's a nice little transition for the character there. And plus, too, it wasn't like he goes into the city and, like, all of a sudden he changes. He spent, like, 2 years being a fucking human guinea pig. Or sometimes just being tested on just for fuck's sake. You gotta uppercut that log.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, my whole, like...
yeah, I know.
I know, it's just with classic platformers, I always get my fucking, like, completionist brain on there.
Shut up. We're not completing this to 100%, you know it.
Wow, we can. It's super easy.
It's not the point. We're supposed to experience
Hardest
the
part
story.
is just fucking
We're
mowing that
supposed to-
grass.
The guys who never played these games before are supposed to
Yeah,
for the first time.
shut up.
Not someone.
But it's a huge cock tease.
Not someone who played the game before.
I was actually disappointed by the ending on that.
Ending on what?
On Jak 1.
By what?
Did you make it to the ending?
I didn't. I told you I didn't play this.
Oh, that's right, you did.
This is the one I skipped right to 2. Like I never got around to playing the first one because 1, I didn't have GameFly. I just never got around to renting it again, and I was like, well, that and my immature.
Yeah, we got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff, so it ain't gonna happen.
Calm down, Brock.
Hey, he's just letting you know it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, you're never
I
gonna
gotta do
do
something
Kiva.
else.
That was the one thing that pissed me off about this series. The one
Yes,
thing.
you mentioned it.
Like I said, I spent a year of my life down here. I was psyched to like
Again, you didn't get the video game pussy you want, James. My God, bro.
This was one of the few games when I was a kid I worked my way to complete 100% on. One of the very few. I was actually proud of my accomplishment to actually beat this game.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's being.
What, have you never completed a video game when you were younger? Because I didn't have that fucking skill until I was about like 9 or 10.
I did it.
Where I could actually fucking complete video games 100%.
I did it
I'm
with
sorry,
Crash
I'm just-
Bandicoot.
Oh wait, are we actually talking about something?
That's
else?
kind of impressive.
Yeah, I really like the Crash Bandicoot series, so I played them all to
Awesome.
completion. I got every single crystal, I got every single time trial, I got everything.
Spyro was the first one I completed 100%.
I wasn't
But-
invested in Spyro enough to do it.
The first game I fucking
Spyro 2.
the first game I completed just straight without like none of this 100% bullshit.
And the
was
crystal thing didn't come into 2, so the first one you just beat.
Definitely not my sentence.
I beat that one. Oh no,
Sorry,
it was a
Butters.
time trial, wasn't it?
I never complete my sentence.
Let the Aryan finish.
No,
Sorry, Butters. Keep
No,
going.
it's fucking cool. It was fucking stuff.
Anyway, the first game that I ever completed to 100%. Yeah.
Star Fox 64.
You don't really complete that game to 100%.
Yeah, you do.
Not really.
You have to go through the easy path, the medium path, and the hard path.
I always went with the hard path.
You have to go through every one of them.
If you always go with the hard path, do the easy path. It'll be so fucking simple.
Oh, I know. I've done the easy path after doing the hard
And
path.
on-
I'm like, what? Wait, why is this a thing?
And in all fucking honesty, the fucking medium path is the hardest one for me to try to get through.
Isn't that because it pushes you
I
through
hate
that
the ones
fucking
with
No,
the
it was
that
just-
lava level?
Well, the problem is anytime if you do it too good, you get the red one. If you don't do it good enough, you get the green one. You have to do it just right to get the next yellow one. Just fucking right.
Uh-oh, what did you do?
Yeah, that thing. I don't like that thing. No, sir.
They call
You don't like the power cells?
I don't know why I'm doing this.
Collecting power cells?
No, collecting the green eco, because it only benefits me when I have enough eco to fill my life tank. The green eco, it just gives you health whenever you reach 100. So it just seems kind of silly.
I think it's 50. No, it'll fill up your heart thing because you get like 3 chances to get hit.
Right.
And if you have any extra, it'll burn through that.
That's right. It hits that and then it goes. Okay.
Yeah,
it
so
is
it's 50.
So what's eco?
It's just like.
It's the
mana.
life force of the planet.
Okay.
It's like mana.
Yeah. And you lose the rest of the ecos. Well, you don't really lose them, but it's implied that they put it elsewhere in the different technology they have in the second game. Because like blue eco like supercharges everything. Is the energy? Blue eco is the
Electricity.
eco of motion. Is how they described it. So it allows you to like move faster, like go around doing all this shit. Yellow eco allowed you to fucking like toss up like fireballs from your hand, and red eco made you super strong. It was actually a pretty neat dynamic in there, and like on the planet here, there's sages for each type of eco. And the dude you saw in the beginning here,
Great.
and they don't really tell you till like halfway in the game. Actually, no, he's the guy who studies dark eco. Yeah, the dude and the girl there.
Oh, I thought.
No, like I said, I mean like the actual beginning. I mean, obviously you can see that Samus is the green sage, but. And apparently, if you're around eco long enough, it changes your fucking skin pigment.
So
But they
dark-
spend
So the dark elves are hanging around dark. So.
dark eco, yeah, which is why their skin pigment turns that way. They never tell you in the series, but well, here comes that son of a bitch part.
Do I just?
You run your ass off.
That's
to
what.
get to the power cell before the pelican scoops it up again.
Have fun with this stuff.
You will get it by the skin of your ass. Roll for it.
Go!
There you go.
It wasn't that tough,
13-year-old me tells you to shut the fuck up.
guys. Well, the only reason why I know how to do it is because we've done it already. So this is kind of old hat. We've already admitted that we did this.
I don't remember that.
That was like the beginning of our first episode on this.
Yeah, we went through. We were just collecting stuff and talking about random shit, like we normally do.
So every day.
Which keeps us. I guess that's what keeps us entertaining. Is we just kind of just talk about whatever comes to mind.
Yeah, that's the whole point of these Let's Plays. Or these group Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, there's some people that focus strictly on the game.
that's fucking lame.
It kind of is.
Well, yeah, it gets boring. after a while, so
The only time it's ever entertaining is with horror games. Like the dogs.
Jack and Daxter don't get shit.
X going to do it to you. I'm not off.
Yeah, those things always feel like.
Yeah, you had to be
Orange.
electrically charged.
They meet me down here by the egg.
What? That voice sounds familiar.
It's the
Oh yeah, it's the only woman in the whole series
my.
besides Kiva.
I hope the boy here's okay.
Remember you were mentioning?
There's only
something
like
this
5
is-
characters in the whole series. Ah!
Like this is the only other female.
Palace.
No.
Hey, Butters. Ecox Sucra Zoa Palace.
I think there's like 4 chicks in this game.
Get it? It's
Let's see here. Kiva,
Star,
the old
Star Fox
lady,
Adventures.
I
Maya.
didn't play that game.
Nobody did, but fuck.
I played it.
Now,
Yeah, there's 4 people. There's 4 women in this game.
I just remember us mentioning something about it.
Here we go again.
Here we go again? Oh, here we go again?
Nah, I know she's like one of the only women in this village. So.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, her and
Keep.
yeah, Kiva. Which, if you think about it, could be Kiva's mom.
It's possible.
Yeah. Or you know, she had like another mom and she just died later. But
That's
or
super
earlier.
sad. Alright, next episode, guys. What's that put us at? I think we just need one more.
Oh, shiza, nigga.
Oh, damn it.
You're not recording.
Yeah, I am recording. I'm just
Oh,
not
you are?
recording on top of the thing.
Oh, I didn't know we were recording. For recording.